fantastic report on a fantastic film, Angel Heart. You've seen Angel Heart, right? Scary, huh? Weird, interesting, crazy. It's a wild film. I love this film. More people should see it. That's one of the reasons we're doing this report, because this is a fantastic film. Now, you got that clip ready? You do. What do you think about that last part? You think I should give them a viewer discretion advised? Yeah? Yeah, I think so too. All right, Marvin, let's do it. Good afternoon. I'm Steve S.H. Walters reporting for Breaking News 500 here in beautiful Vero Beach, Florida. You gotta love Vero Beach. Now, today's topic is the film Angel Heart. Now, before we get on to Angel Heart, if you haven't subscribed, folks, please take a second and subscribe. We greatly appreciate you. Keeps this content, flowing your way. And we want to thank you for that subscribe and our loyal subscribers. Now, without further ado, let's get on to Angel Heart. Angel Heart was released in 1987, directed by Alan Parker. It stars Mickey Rourke, Robert De Niro, and Lisa Bonet. Now, the basic story is this. Mickey Rourke plays a New York detective, Harry Angel. And Harry's, he's a good guy. He's kind of a low-key type of a guy, New York guy. And he's got this new case to find Johnny Favorite, hired by Robert De Niro, who plays Louis Cyphre. And Louis Cyphre's a weird guy. Kind of strange, kind of scary, kind of mysterious, kind of just a weird guy in general. Well, anyway, this case leads him on to some wild things. It leads him to New Orleans, where he gets involved with witchcraft and voodoo and the supernatural. Kind of gets really wild. And that's what leads us to this clip where Harry Angel is in New Orleans trying to find out some information about Johnny Favorite. He's just trying to do his job. But it gets a little wild, so we're going to give you a viewer discretion advised. If you don't think you can handle it, just fast forward about 1 minute and pick up the results of the clip, or watch the clip, close your eyes, or see if you can handle it. You can handle it. I think you can handle it. Marvin, they can handle it. Marvin thinks you can. But viewer discretion advised, just to play it safe. Are you ready, folks? You ready? All right, Marvin, let's do it. Roll the clip.
I met all Mama's friends. I never met anyone called Favorite.
Oh, shit, man. I got a thing about chickens.
Yeah?
Yeah. This guy, Favorite, he was friends with your mama back in New York City before the war.
Yeah, she never told me. My mama had a lot of guys. She liked men.
How about a guy named Toot Sweet? He was a friend of Favorite's. Did you ever meet him?
No.
He's supposed to be a pretty good guitar player. I was gonna go try to catch his act tonight. Listen, I'm gonna be staying here in a town, in a hotel, and I figured maybe if you could remember anything that might help me, maybe you could give me a call. Very pretty girl, Epiphany. Your name suits you.
Hey, what are you after him for, Johnny Favorite?
I'm not really after him. I'm just being paid to find out where he is.
He could be 6 feet under.
Then I have to buy a shovel.
Oh, you're back. What do you think about that clip? Woo! Was that a little wild there at the end? He had a thing about chickens. She had a thing about chickens too. Well, it turns out she's a priestess for the cult. This film gets really deep and wild, kind of dark. Now, director Alan Parker said he didn't really direct De Niro too much because Robert De Niro was so into character. He was so eerie and scary and realistic in the scenes that he let him kind of direct himself. I think that came a lot from the method acting, good or bad, and maybe the director said, let him do his own thing. Probably was a little bit unnerved by him, a little unnerved by him, I'd say. And Mickey Rourke and Robert De Niro worked together for the first time on this film and for the last time. Because, you see, they developed a little bit of a feud on set. Because De Niro refused to talk to Mickey Rourke off camera, and Mickey Rourke took it personal, once saying that, I don't look up to him no more, I look through him. I don't blame Mickey for that, because when you're not on camera, you can be social, you can still mingle with the other actors and talk about the film and go over the scenes or whatever you're going to do. You don't have to be standoffish or not talk to people. But that goes to the method acting approach. I think De Niro was so into character that he was trying to remain in character, always off camera too, so that when he was needed or had to go back on camera, he'd be right into character. They get a little bit over top with this method acting, and it created a rift or a feud that didn't need to be there. At least that's my take on it. Now there's a scene in the film where they're at a restaurant together, De Niro and Mickey Rourke, or Louis Cyphre and Harry Angel, and Louis Cyphre blows the salt off of an egg onto the table. Blows the salt off an egg. Well, Harry Angel grabs a little bit of that salt, a pinch of that salt, throws it over his left shoulder. The reason for that is it's a superstitious thing. By taking that salt and throwing it over your left shoulder, you bind the devil. Bind the devil. Whoo, man, this gets dark and wild. Now, the ending of this film was perfect. And I'm not going to tell you the ending. But in movies, you got to have a great ending. They got to meet the story, or they got to have twists and turns, but they got to have a great ending for the picture. You know, you don't want to leave with a bad ending that kind of ruins the whole experience you have. You have to have a great ending, and this ending was perfect for this film. But what happens that makes it so perfect is, why Harry Angel's going through all these things in New Orleans, and he's trying to figure things out in New Orleans, what he's going through with all this dark side and witchcraft and voodoo and all the stuff that's going on, you learn in the story, you're going through it with him. So when you come to the ending of the film, as he kind of figures it out, you kind of figure it out, and you go, oh man, wow, is this wild? Could this really happen? I want to hear your thoughts on that. Could this really happen? Now you can see this film on YouTube, Amazon, Apple TV, Hoopla, and a few other places. Put down your comments, your thoughts. What do you think about Angel Heart? What do you think about it in general? The story, the acting, what happened in this film, how it ended in this film? I'd love to hear it. I think it's a fantastic film. It had great reviews for the most part. Most people were saying it was powerful and entertaining, and I'll go with that. This film is very powerful and very entertaining. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this look back on Angel Heart, and from Marvin, my staff, myself, I'm Steve S.H. Walters. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.